And I could have, I definitely could have sold it for 5. I played myself. I'm gonna come up with other stuff. I mean, that's why I gotta get feeling on this shit. That's why I'm hop on this shit.
You saying that you just to get rid of it to get a new one, and you didn't want to use that shit as a trade?
What, this one?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's how I'm going at it. I'm gonna get this one and run that shit around, park the Beamer. The Beamer, that's what I'm using as a trade. That's why I gotta watch the miles on it. I got it at 89, I gotta leave it. I leave it at where it is right now, fix my dent, I can get 9s for it. I gotta do that. So I'm gonna put up for 8 months. 10 months. Just park that shit. You know what I mean? Then trade that shit and get my motherfucking range, nigga. I ain't playing around. I'm getting my shit.
I already told you, man, that shit too nice for you, man.
I deserve it, nigga.
You know, nice ass Range Rover.
Well, as you can see, my back hurt. I get old, man. I need a truck.
You know, damn truck. Motherfucker need a wheelchair.
Let me get my range, nigga. Wheel me around. They want that motherfucker in the back.
That is a chair with wheels on it. Yeah. Big ass wheelchair, got an engine in it.
All that shit.
My Range is my wheelchair.
Connected to iPhone.
Who's that? Is you?
Lupe.
I forgot I had braids on.
Lupe here. With another edition of Super Fast.
Is it old?
Another edition of Super Fast.
Like YouTube, like suggest videos for you sometimes. So I just looked at my home stream. I just scrolling through it like, and it says
to go see Black Panther. Ooh, if I go see Black Panther.
Lupe discusses being a conscious rapper.
I'm excited to see Black Panther.
I want my shit
So, sorry for taking so long with this here edition of Super Facts.
Lupe talks about the cons of being a conscious artist, Egypt, and
make sure
history.
that I had like enough time to really talk to y'all like properly. They ain't gonna go for too long. You know what I'm saying? I know you got things to do.
I keep talking as Doobie.
So shout out to everybody that checked in. But a super special shout out to everybody that actually sent their questions to my DMs and hit me on the comments. I spent some time going through them.
I was thinking about painting a picture of
I felt comfortable asking.
I respect this man a lot, yeah.
And I actually had a little bit of knowledge.
And he an artist his own self.
So I just want to clarify some things really quickly in terms of the super facts. I really don't give advice, like music advice. You know, so if you're a musician and you're asking about like advice in terms of like the business or what type of music that you make, I really don't give that type of advice. I stopped doing that like a while ago. Unless it's like somebody that I really know is really personal, or you pay me, to be honest. But the reason I don't really give music advice is because I feel like the music business is so like, you know, everybody's got a way to get in. You know, there's really like no real set plan.
Yeah, nowadays you got,
and a lot of it's
especially
like,
Jay-Z fucked the game up with that title, yo.
So. You know, always, the advice that I do give people
it's,
is that, you know, is not really
for artists, right?
Yeah, it's like I don't really know the full length of that shit my damn self because I ain't never tried to do it, but it seems like the artists will keep more of they masters and more of the rights to their own music. It's just Tidal is just a streaming service, kind of like SoundCloud or whatever, just to get your music out there, but you're not selling it to somebody.
You're not selling it.
Nah, you still your shit. Yeah, it's still your music. You selling your music, and somebody's making a profit off of you selling your music, but you still own all your. You're not selling your music to Arista or Columbia or Def Jam or nobody. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you used to get your shit distributed.
You're selling to Jay-Z because he came up with that product.
You're
not even selling it to Jay-Z. You using his platform to get it out there. He making money. Like, all right, well, you want people to hear your music? Pay me $7 for whatever for the month, and you can have your shit on my streaming service.
Or whatever music you want.
Yeah,
your own shit, whatever.
Your own music. And you go through Tidal, and they certain artists now they putting. That's the only way you can get certain people's shit now is on Tidal. You gotta have that shit. Like I think Jay-Z that 444 album. Like you had to get that shit on Tidal, yo. The last album that fucking Kanye West did, I think that Life of Pablo, that was a title exclusive.
You can't get it in stores.
You can't. You gotta go to Tidal. Jay-Z fucking came up with that shit, right?
So that's that.
And I just thought about this shit too. Like
Not wasting time.
a couple years ago, Jay-Z brought all the rights
that people sent.
to everything Tupac. He owned all Tupac movies.
And this
all Tupac
edition
music.
of Superfacts is
So that last Tupac movie that came out, Jay-Z
Fiasco,
had to get paid off for that shit, yo. And they put another TV show out about the murders of Biggie and Tupac. Jay-Z getting paid off for that shit too. Anytime you play Tupac music, Jay-Z getting paid from that shit, yo. That shit crazy. That's a smart ass motherfucker, yo.
Or Hong Kong or Singapore. Beat Path comes out March 8th. March 8th, Thursday at 9 p.m. on Kicks HD, maybe 8 p.m.
What up, guys?
I think Singapore is 8 p.m. But if you're in Kuala Lumpur, it's 9 p.m. or something like that. If you're in Hong Kong, I think it's 9 p.m. So March 8th, Beaten Path drops. If you're in Southeast Asia, all through Thailand.
Listen to Lupe talking about the music game. I listened to Tariq Nasheed earlier did an interview with Nipsey Hussle, yo.
Tough.
So
that motherfucker's smart
so
too,
we
bro.
got like 3 questions.
Yo, he just put out his first real album.
That I felt comfortable asking.
It's called
or bringing
Victory
up.
Lap.
We're gonna start with something easy. So the first question.
Yeah, but I thought he already had an album out. He said, I waited this whole time. He was like, and he said when he went to the table, he told him straight up, nigga, this is a partnership. If I can't get as much as y'all out this shit, I don't need it. I'd rather stay underground. I don't need to be a household name.
That's my shit.
There's so many different points of view in scientific studies.
Nipsey Hussle?
Grinding all my life.
And the importance of sleep.
Grinding all my life.
That shit tough.
For you could just, there's a whole book of just what different scientific opinions are about sleep. And there's some that say sleep is important, and then there's some that say sleep is kind of important. Right? And then there's different people who talk about how long you should sleep versus how long you shouldn't sleep. There's people who bring in things like your circadian clock, like your body clock, and you should be in tune with that.
Yeah, he did all this shit. Never really put out a real album. Now he got in that interview with him and Tariq, he was like,
all my life, been grinding all my life.
Yeah, like what song? Yo, hey, who he fucking? Lori London or some shit like that.
We married her.
What she look like?
She bad.
She an actress?
Yeah. I think she I think they might even got a divorce, yo.
Nah, cause that interview, she was on the show with him.
They split for a minute.
Oh, they did. Got back together.
They got back together. She tough. She baby. Lil Wayne baby mom. Lil Wayne baby. Hold up. Hello.
Lori London is Lil Wayne baby mom.
Just gotta give me a second.
I ain't know that.
I told you. I already told him I had something to do. You know what I'm saying? Like. I told him like a half hour. I know, like I told him. We talking about for V, right? We talking about for V, or what me and you spoke on? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But either way, I mean, like a half hour. Not even. Huh? Hold up. Let me call right back, yo. Niggas tripping like niggas had a chance to do that shit earlier, man. Like, nah, man. Like,
not in a rush.
That nigga tripping, man. I'm like that.
Yeah, this motherfucker never really. But he said, "Oh, good. I'm actually smoked the fuck out right now." But damn, Tariq asked him like, "All right, so with this album, like, what songs you want to put out first? Like, what singles you want to do?" He was like, "I got this one joint with K-Dot, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind doing the video for that shit." As soon as he said that shit, I immediately looked that shit up, like him and K-Dot on the track, and that shit on his official album. That shit was hard. But I listened to more of his interviews instead of his music. Like a lot of his interviews, this motherfucker smart as shit. He talked about this one interview, said he invested in that Bitcoin shit, man, and other cryptocurrency. This motherfucker said that he think that shit where it's gonna be at, yo. He got all these properties, all these different businesses.
Hustle pay the price, one slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price, one slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. I'm married to this gang, that's who I made my wife. Said I die alone, I told that bitch she probably right. One thing that's for sure, not a stranger to this life. Got a safe that's full of Franklins and a shoulder full of stripes. I don't know a nigga like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. County jail fade, you can foul yourself. Spot rage, swallow rocks, I'm getting high myself. Yeah, damn right I like the life I built. I'm from West Side 60, shit I might got killed. Instead of so tall, they think I might got stills. Legendary baller like Mike, like Will. 96 Impala, thug like on wheels. Up against the wall, squabble at Fox Hills. Like a motherfucking boss, ask me how I feel. Successful street nigga touching them first meals. All my life, been grinding all my life.
Yeah.
Sacrifice, pay the price, one slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price, one slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. I got everything I said I was gonna get on my kid. In addition to that fact, I went legit. I'm the shit now, according to the way that I'm positioned. In this biz, it look like I'm just gonna keep on getting rich. Know that West Side, RS6 sucks. LAPD on my dick, I'ma squeeze and bust. If a rap nigga dick, switch cheese and bust. All this rap money, nigga, look, I need too much. Money, loyalty, and love, in the dream we trust. Switching up the brands on your team too much. Tiny copy, that's my low, yo, Supreme, what's up? And we travel around the world getting cream or what? Ain't you good off over rapper, hustle, sing and rush? Las Vegas, strip pop, getting creeped and bumps. After all that looking tough, all he seen was stunts. 50 Cent and Mayweather fleet to sing with us. True story, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price, one slice. Got to roll the dice, that's why all my life.
He's like,
grinding all my life.
got it for cheaper.
All my life,
He's like,
been grinding all my life.
shit was on
Sacrifice, hustle pay
iTunes
the
and all that
price,
shit for like $9
one
or
slice.
whatever.
Got to roll the dice, that's why
If you were a
all
real
my
fan
life.
and you want that
Grinding all my life.
And the $100 mixtape came with a ticket to a concert, and it had something else. It was like a little bonus shit. Had something else in there, and it had a ticket. I mean, you can use that shit to get on one of his fucking shows and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like shit. My hardcore fans, they paid $100 for the fucking mixtape. You know?
All my life, been grinding all my life.
That shit was something.
Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life I've been grinding all my life. All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle pay the price. One slice, got to roll the dice, that's why all my life, grinding all my life.
DatPiff.com world premiere.
I just got 2 videos back to back on that shit. DatPiff.com.
I can feel the vibe, hustle on the ride. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All she want is time, all she want is time. Look me in my eyes, call me on my live. Lock the city down till the summertime.
Yeah, I like Nipsey. Man.
What on top of it? What is that? Are you DJing over there?
Just a little loopy loop from the streets.
From the streets. Let me see what I got. Yeah, Rosenberg. I've been grinding my whole life, nigga. I've been grinding my whole life, Rosenberg. I've been grinding my whole life, man. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. Stunting on the low so they feel better. Damn, why they hating on a real nigga? Eastside Atlanta where they kill niggas. I was in the coma, but I stayed with you. I'll be right by your side. Radio play me that new 3005. Bino won't die, illest rapper alive. See what's up with Fredo when I'm out in the shot. Murder everything I touch, but I don't know why. And he can get the business. Girlfriend love me. Turn it up, who is this? Shots at your fitted. Ta-ta-ta. Oh, we not that fly. Oh, we not young guy. It's the young black that twins. I can lie to you people, but my whole 2 cents.
That shit ain't gonna stop till you come through there. There you in another 30 minutes? You just name a lie black people tell.
Yeah.
I'll be there in 30 minutes. Yo, my homie. Alright. What's up? My man's came over. We smoked for a little while. We were sitting here. The munchie kicked in like, fuck, hungry as shit, yo. So he ran, grabbed something to eat. Yo, but before before we even went to go grab something to eat, yo, his phone was already blowing up. He told the man, look, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Like, nigga, that was an hour ago. They come back, yo, I told you, man, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Nigga, you been saying 30 minutes forever, bruh. That's right, I already know him. Like, yo, don't tell me that shit, yo. Like, yo, what's good, son? What's good? I'm be through in 30 minutes. Nigga, you better be over here in 30 minutes, too, bruh. Because, yo, don't lie, yo. That's my mans who went to New York with me. All us had rolled out to New York the other day. And I told him, straight up, yo, I'm leaving the city no later than 3 o'clock. Oh, yeah. All right, T. Bruh, you need to meet me at my crib before 3 o'clock. Okay. All right. So he called me. He called me at 1 o'clock. He said, look, man, I got to pick my daughter up at 2:20. I got to pick her up from school at 2:20. I'll drop her off. I can drop her off by 2:30, and I'll be to your crib at 2:40. I'm like, all right, that sounds good. As long as we can leave before 3 o'clock. 2:40 come. No show. 2:45 come. I text him. Hey, man, where you at? I'm on the highway. I'm on my way now. I'm thinking to myself, okay, motherfucker. You on your way now, huh? All right. 2:50. No show. 2:55. I told my girl, yo, let's go get in the car. At 3 o'clock, we pulling out, right? I'm texting him. While we going down the road, I was like, hey, bro, I'm pulling out. I'll holler at you later. Yeah, we're going down the road. We get through one light. We're going across the bridge. He's coming this way. We passing each other. He's like, yo, that was you just now? I'm like, hell yeah, that was me. You really left? I'm like, yeah, bitch, I just left. Stop at the gas station, man. I'm gonna turn around and come meet you. So we stopped at the gas station. I told her, hey, bro, I had to be somewhere, man. I will leave your ass. I said 3 o'clock. I meant 3 o'clock, but we was on the road moving at 3 o'clock. You really left me? Yes, sir. Yes, I did. I did leave you, man. Hell yeah. Shit, we had to... Well, one of my most recent paintings is a nude painting, and YouTube frowns upon that highly. So, Our studio is really bad for light with this camera. Oh no, not having clothes was the whole purpose. She's beautiful though, man. Yeah, I used the knife. So I've been trying to work with my paint knife a little bit more. So when it comes to, thick textured hair like that, I try to build up the texture using the knife. And it does make the hair like pop a little bit more. So this is one of my more recent paintings that I've completed. I just finished this one like the day before yesterday. I finished this piece. And I used the knife a whole lot on here too, like basically the entire canvas, except for his jacket and the face and stuff like that. But you can see the texture on everything else from that knife, even his hair. Yeah, with the texture. Yeah, so this piece is actually still really wet. Yeah. You can really see it. But that's that paint knife, yo. You get that knife and lay that shit on there just right, yo. That shit be looking crazy. Like, up, man. I know this shit looks alright on the camera, but if you can see this shit in person, yo, just like up close, how this shit look in person, yo, that shit looks fucking wild as shit, yo. I swear. I love this shit. Yeah, my homie was just here. I had to bring an extra seat in the studio because normally I'm just in here by myself. Let me carry this this chair out of here real quick, guys. And here's another one of my more recent paintings. This one is pretty dry now. I have like maybe 5 paintings I need to actually varnish and put wires on it. Yeah, this one doesn't even have a wire on it yet. But I use the paint knife on these bricks right here as well to get that nice texture to it. This piece right here is badass, just as a all together. Nature pictures. I don't ever do that shit, man. I do have I did a nature scene, a couple of pictures. And I normally do it for commissions and stuff. Like people ask me to, paint stuff for them. I'll do it that way. But I had one painting I did of the local lake. Got a really nice lake, a big lake. It's all surrounded by trees and everything. And I painted a picture of that, but I just looked for it downstairs. It must be in the basement, and I don't know. I got a lot of old paintings in the basement. I don't know. It'll take me too long to find it. Dipping. That's what's up, yo. Yeah, I could show you my nature scenes, but like I say, that shit is tucked away in the basement somewhere. I need to find I gotta find a permanent home for all my art. Yeah. Really?
This is sway. Sway. Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning. Shake it, bro. Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Did you bring a verse with you?
Let me see. You got 6 God?
Oh shit! Damn.
I mean, I don't.
Knows his hip hop. You going with a Drake track?
Like I can just, I've got something in there, but like I can't. Nothing's coming to mind. I'm just.
This is the dude who played Everybody Hates Chris. He's about to freestyle. I didn't know this cat be rapping.
What's today's?
Okay.
What's today's date?
What is today's date?
The 19th.
The 19th.
Alright, I need to jump off. Alright.
Sway in the morning. Home of the MC.
Yeah. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right.
19th, right?
19th.
All right. 19. Being clean like hygiene, tight jeans, sitting over some high top Nikes. It's likely you couldn't stand in one of my teams because my team's been colder than Antarctica's ice cream. These are pipe dreams. By that, I mean a pipe bomb in your unconscious psyche. It's likely I've been seeing tweets on the nightly from each and every person. It's getting me a little hyphy, and they can bite me. Matter of fact, they can fact check, quote, and cite me, because I'm better than half these rappers out here. And I'm clear, I need an umpire sitting right here, because I never swing and miss. But every single time I spit for Sway, I always seem to strike fear. I got a mic here, and it's obvious I'm going to take a bite out of this. Oh, no, keep it going, keep going, keep going.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo, he was working for a minute. He was working for a minute.
This is sway. Sway. Sway.
Sway.
This
in the
is
morning.
y'all know who
in the morning.
y'all know who Hop Sin is? This
Wake
Hop
your
Sin
fuck ass
freestyle.
up. That crust out your
I went to the Wake Up Show a while back.
Mm-hmm.
How many years?
Up there, I went up there twice, man. I went up there twice out in LA.
Yeah.
I think one was like in 08 or something, and then one I think was up there.
Yeah. And then King. You know, me and Tech, not everybody is a harder critic than me. Because I
really?
got to play diplomat because of my... Tech will shut you down. Even do Hopson, you got to see Hopson. Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very blessed.
Artists who fame time because of the grassy.
And that was it. The city matter. Like are you gonna like who's gonna fucking murder me? Please say something. That's his head, but that's not his body. Before it didn't matter. Like, or I would have waited till the storm died. I mean that.
There's a lot of times people.
Like I'm trying to be good in the long run. I wanna. Yeah. So. Message a flirt.
Man, that whole shit was talking. That motherfucker ain't freestyle that whole interview. What the fuck?
What up, though? It's Big Sean. Look, man, I'm with my dog, Funk Flex, man. I came to kill it. Ain't slept in days, but we still going off in here in New York City. Everybody, whole world, tune in. Hot 97.
You know what it is. Funk Flex.
Straight up.
Freestyle 041.
I decided dropping tonight.
Exactly. Hashtag before that.
I had to touch the city.
Big Sean is here.
Straight up.
Everyone can't come up here.
Straight up. Look. The album dropping, they getting nervous. I cancel my Uber, it's time to lift the burden. Know if I take a pay cut that you gon' need a surgeon. I don't want the top spot, I deserve it. All I do is show love and then keep reversing. Detroit stand up, you know I'ma lead the resurgence. Improve so much my old shit sound like another person. You know how the story go, never stuck to the script or storyboard. I just left a 4 o'clock appointment with the Oracle. She told me I got more to go. A boss working like I'm fresh off the unemployment though. And I'm celebrating like they told me you are not the father live on the Maury show. It ain't over till a nigga overdose. I heard your new shit and I fell asleep. It wasn't even sleepy, that's how I know it was weak. Look, respect someone who came from the D, was able to eat, put his friends and fam on, and we speak. Who went further than anyone whose skin colored is deep, who still hasn't peaked, who gets better every verse and every word that he speak. Sheesh. Oh my. Flex, let's go.
Setting the tone?
Yeah, we setting the tone.
Let them know what it is?
Yes, sir. I decided tonight. Look. I know Ye proud of me, he took me out of debt. I know Jay proud of me, he put this around my neck. And I might just kill ISIS with the same ice pick that I murdered Donald Trump in the same night with. Lyrically, I'm prepared for the worst.
And make sure you pay homage when you see me, cause you never make the seaweed disappear like Houdini. 4 pounds, 8 ounces, I just sold my dog a preemie. So if you got beef, I'd rather squash it like zucchini. Cause keep talking shit, I put some bread on your panini, nigga. Hold on, we going back, I ain't done.
Say hi to Britain, he ain't done. Sway in the morning, the real hyena.
Ready? My flow so under the weather, it should come with umbrellas, and a raincoat, cause I'm about to rain for the next 5 years. Atlanta native with a strange flow. Put on for Decatur like some gators in the Kango. Why would I ever slang dope? I just destroyed a rap game. Guess me and Yachty in the same boat. I don't shop at Barney's, I'm out looking for the plain clothes. Hate taking flicks cause pictures get you framed, folk. I'd rather be somewhere in your dame though. Through the bankroll, counting up some dank rolls. I told the bitch, even if she was from New England, nope, she still couldn't be my main hoe. Y'all didn't even get that. Sometimes I just sit back and think about how I rip tracks, then reminisce about all the times that I skipped class, smoking zigzags, fucking bitches in Six Flags. I was selling gas when a bag would cost you 6 stacks. Bought an F&N cause I heard it ain't got no kickback. I'm paranoid so I'm always where the stick at. You probably never seen your partner with a shit bag. I wasn't with the get back, but they was like forget that. Show me where his crib at, we pull up when it's pitch black. Home invasion shit dad, all you heard was click clack. Left the niggas stinking in the kitchen like a dish rag. Man, the shit sad, cause we was back to playing, man, before the police got the dispatch. I'm looking at these niggas like I couldn't believe they did that, but that's the type of shit that we was on. So if you don't keep a tone, no problem, to each his own, cause they'll breach your home with some shit that they eat your bones. I give these MCs life to keep it on. Thought that I was falling off, I'm still on like Sylvester. Kingpins is my investors. With the ink pen, I write a lecture on how to deal with all the pressure and still build an empire. Yes, I'm good at architecture, but I know I'm the best ox. I don't need a pep talk. Feel like Bret Hart, got the game in the headlock. I asked Shadow what's a 360 deal. A discount on the Xbox. Feel like Mike Vick, cause I got rosters who cut their dreads, get their dreads off. Put up at their mama crib, shot it up and slid off. It was winter time, so we was back to drinking eggnog before the feds called. Man, I'm done with you, nigga. Greatest rapper alive. Lock me in your room. Who's better? Nobody. Who's better? Who can rap this shit like me? Nobody.
Wow.
Goddamn right.
I ain't got a chance to talk my shit a whole lot this year, but I'ma say it again. The hunt is still on.
Salute the Rebel, man, and I came to spit with Funk Flex on Hot 97.
You know what it is. We here. Funk Flex. Okay, all right. You wanna get to it? Let's do what we came here for.
Yeah. Let me up in the headphones just a little bit.
That shook ones, that's what we're working with?
Yes. You already know, UW Network, man, EMC.
Arsenal.
Look, hold up. Let me talk my shit, walk my strip. $100 for the valet who parked my whip. This presidential flex, I never took it off my wrist. None of them other battle niggas get to talk like this. I'm street certified, kick door burglarized. I pull back to shoot, the shit ain't never get circumcised. They still busting on them, shorty touching on them, trying to work the guys. I rob them in a Donald Trump mask, that's the worst disguise. Mariano curving pitches, how I'm curving bitches. The gold diggers known to only like certain pictures. Your little homies try and line you instead of working with you. I'm from a place Picasso couldn't paint a perfect picture, so visualize that, I'm living my raps. If you ain't Swagger X, you ain't never been in my trap. You know what happened to the last nigga kicked in my back? That nigga got however many fit in my Mac. They like how this nigga just a battle rapper, but he's so paid. I shine through the blinds when them niggas tried to throw shade. Ain't never let a nigga sun me in no way on clouds. Why these niggas in these streets looking both ways? I'm fly crippin', I was loking in my loc shades. Had dreads half my life and been a savage since a low fade. Most of my time was in the lab with a dope man. 1 stove, 4 burners, 2 bitches both paid. I'm a pimp to these bitches trying to act slave. I put on a strip by herself, the bitch that brave. Couple dollars have a sucking dick backstage. These bitches really hustling now cause ain't no more back page. Hold up, you better tone it down a bit cause where I'm from niggas get drug over the counter shit. Gang banging, whole life I've been around this shit. Don't get slugged trying to pay the plug and some counterfeits. Hennessy should sponsor me, I'm on my 5th liter. She ain't my BM, honestly I'm a mistreater. Flex, I don't care about a bitch either. She can't fit pills in her pussy, then my dick ain't gon' fit neither. I got Flex looking at me like this nigga nice. After you drop this, my features is a different price. Stop comparing me to them, I live a different life. Got real songs with Snoop, so don't ask me what my crippin' like. Only battle rapper on Flex, ain't gotta thank Smack. I made a name for myself, nigga, take that. They offer many deals, I ain't take that. And fuck retirement, I'm here to bring the game back. UW, we did them URL niggas greasy. Hitman verse Suge, I gotta check easy. Tay-Rock verse Oz, I gotta check easy. Flex, it could only be one, I'm finna text Beasley. Ha, nigga, I'm laughing to the bank. 40 in the kitchen, in the cabinet by the sink. Body stiff, suited in his casket, got a plank. 9-tuck stashed it by the shank, nigga. This that Frank Lucas, Blue Magic in a fiend vein. This that shooter alias that have a clean name. I seen fame, I robbed my dealer when the weed came. I can't love a stripper like T-Pain, I'm something different. These labels look at me like if it's something different. I won't compromise and sell my soul for one position. Maybe we can negotiate after one condition. Let me put a condom on my dick and go and fuck the system. My inner me is my enemy. I feel the energy. The remedy, a pint of Hennessy, it's all over. You know a snake biggest fear is a lawnmower. Everybody think they made a name until I John Doe ya. You a cop if a narc recruit you. Uniform, they gun you down, but on the streets ain't had a heart to shoot you. He keep it non-violent by any means. My thoughts illusion. You gotta be related to Malcolm and Martin Luther. Hey Flex, my people wanna be led. Well, I'm keeping myself alive by keeping one in the head. And that double barrel monster, I keep it under the bed. Everybody finna get fed lead. You dead there. One hand on my grip, one hand on my Johnson. I got one bitch out in Jersey, one bitch out in Compton. Don't put my back against the wall and not give me no option. I came to fuck Flex up, nigga, mission accomplished. If you eating healthy, family first. Long as my people wealthy, I'm gonna stay alive, won't let these streets derail me. I'm ventilating to conquer the ones defending Satan. See how long it take them to process all of this information. I'm in a different lane while all these other niggas racing. I'm out here flipping change while all these other niggas hating. But they hide behind a mask, so I'ma give them Jason. Bars and sabotage, I cut deep with forceful penetration. It's all a facade, through the fog I can see the real. I learned from 50 on how to rob, now I need a deal. They tryna lock us for possessing weapons we conceal. You rather catch the bullet or throw the bullet, let's be for real. By any means necessary, if I need a meal before my family starve, I make another nigga eat the steel. The streets is real, it's survival with the fittest. I talk you how I live it cause I did it. Hey Flex, street knowledge is very valuable. The hood could only visualize what you allow them to. Certain few are down for you. Broke niggas with no account get held accountable. Opportunity may not, but it sure won't wait around for you. Most of us need help, though nobody gotta counsel you. Guilty conscience that had you thinking the world got it out for you. How would you feel if I was you? How would you handle power moves? Our moves gotta get executed properly. Now are you ready to be yourself or once you coward you? Huh? You think snitching something I'ma do? Well, I'm blind to the fact I got a 9 in my lap, and we riding together trying to find time to chat. Thin line between love and hate, I find time to rap. Because I love what I stand for, I just hate where I'm at, nigga. The streets raised me, I ain't proud of that fact, but that's life and that's that. Now if we take it back to 99, when I was chilling on the stoop in front of my grandma building, couple killers on the roof, like Midget in Jersey Drive. All they trying to do is shoot, ignore these hood rat hoes. All they trying to be is cute, oh yeah, we crippin' on the east, but to the west I salute. I started banging around 01, Grape Street with the troops, doggy style still playing, and I sipped the gin and juice, and 13 years later, I get introduced to Snoop. The big homie took me under, he said, King, come through. Watch out for them snakes, I said I seen some too. Every homie ain't your homie, yeah, that means something too. Make your enemies hate, but make them watch your dreams come true. That's what I did, homie. Now shout out to my big homies. I'm certified and you will never find no shit on me. But they don't want me to flash back to 21, no blackjack, gun in my backpack, and I always got a cig on me. Being G, I ain't gotta try. They think because I finished college, I wasn't that kind of guy. I ain't wanna see my mama cry. Ever a murder in my hood, my dorm room was my alibi. I don't know about a 9 to 5, I rap 5 to 9, tax free, I'm ducking Uncle Sam and Father Time. It was destiny, I got a rhyme. I've been at my best since I started, I ain't got a prime. I'm thinking dollar signs, arm out the window, all kind of signs. If I eat, we all eat, I'm trying to see my partner shine. Lyrically like line for line, I turn to another man. Shorting down projects, quick shout out to the motherland. I'm 30, 25,000 in a rubber band. And what I keep a fit for, bitch, I think I'm brother man. Get it? Business, is you with it? If you're lawyer like my lawyer, get acquitted, fuck opinions. Nowadays everybody's a critic, nigga. EBK mean everybody could get it. It's a new year. 2014 wasn't great to me. 2 weeks before the ball dropped, little bro got took away from me. Flex, it was the day before my birthday. December 15th is passing, heard it in the worst way. I say it, rest in peace, Trap God itch. You know I'm hustling with this music, still a Trap God bitch. My daughter 3 now, I gotta stack my chips. My baby mother ain't no sucker, nigga, that's my bitch. Bonnie and Clyde type shit, plus she matched my wits. She told me keep them gloves on so they can't snatch my prints. Oh, this all real shit. I'm just speaking what I feel, bitch. There's just a couple real situations to deal with. Berg, 490, Spaz, check Kizzle real quick. Hove, G-Hop, T-Rob, I'm naming the real Crips. G.I.P. Brucey, Snoop will be home in a little bit. Original Island boys that I grew up in the field with. Nigga, my heart cold as ice, I don't feel shit. GL know I keep that little pistol by the kill switch. Remember my white Pontiac, I was the driver. In the chase, we go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. Man, I just fucked this shit up, like.
You know what it is, Funk Flex, Arsenal, we here, Newark, New Jersey, I see you. This is what we do up here, bars.
This might sound NY General, I came to kill it with my boy Funk Flex on Hot 97. That's how we own it.
You know what it is, Funk Flex, BX, my son.
Yes, sir.
Everybody can't come up here.
No, sir. I got here, Flex. Flex, I'm here. I ain't come to play with him. Had too much.
What up, Black Dragon?
you want to live your life in such a way that you're always saying to it, yeah. You know? Do you want to, is that a good way to conduct things? Or do you want to live your life in such a way that you say, come on, let's go. You see, let's swing this thing. On the one hand, you see, you're always in tension against it. Do you remember I pointed out to you in this morning that the person who's anxious, constantly anxious, is the person who is resisting the flip-flopability of things. Life is vibrating. It's going bloop, 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 bloop all the time. And the anxious person says, God's sake, don't do that. Because, you know, you might do it too much. I don't want to blurp like this. It makes me feel nervous. Let's stop it. And so, as he puts his weight on this blip, blip, he goes like this, you see, get tripping. So instead of saying, come on, let's blip, see, let's go, and do this thing. So in exactly the same way, the person who wants to say, well, you're nothing but some kind of chemicals, and they're just a lot of, you're a bag of pus and blood, basically, with a few bones inside. And that person is doing the same thing, you see, the person is putting pressure on the flip-flopability of things, and so he gets anxious. So one of the first stories is that when Bodhidharma, or Dharma, who you see all over Japan, as the man with big eyes, a bushy beard, usually dressed in red, with no legs, he came to where Bodhidharma was meditating and said, Master, I have no peace of mind. Please pacify my mind. Because he didn't even get in for a long time to ask the question, because Bodhidharma refused to see anybody. Finally, when he cut off his left arm as a token of his sincerity and presented it to the master, Bodhidharma said, you know, all right, what do you want? Well, he said, I have no peace of mind. So Bodhidharma said to this man, whose name was Eka, bring out your mind here before me, I'll pacify it. And Eka said, when I look for my mind, I can't find it. Bodhidharma said, there, it's pacified. Now somehow this answered Eka's question. And you'll see from the story that I told you that what happened was the disappearance of the problem. Because Eka, when he looked for his mind that was giving him so much trouble, couldn't find it. then these stories go on in the most amazing ways. And I might retail a few, although some of them may be familiar to you. I'll try and choose ones that are probably less familiar. Then there was another monk whose name was Gute. And whenever people came to ask him questions about Buddhism, he'd hold up a finger. That was the only answer he'd give. Well, he had an attendant, and one day somebody came to the temple to inquire about the teaching being given there, and the master was apparently out, and his attendant was there. So the investigator said, "What is your teaching here?" And the attendant held up a finger. Anyway, but actually the master had been there. He was peeking from behind a screen.
No.
And so he came up.
This my homie and his girl.
In the Western world, I suppose we have two dominant ideas about what happens to us when we die. There's the old-fashioned idea that after we die, we go to another world. I say old-fashioned, not to say it's out of date. We don't know what the answer to this is. But that's the traditional answer of the Western world. When you die, you go to another life. Maybe heaven, maybe purgatory, maybe hell, who knows? I think nowadays, though, the more general idea, the more plausible idea to many people is that when we die, we just cease to be. That's all there is to it. But we're inclined, I think, to have in our minds a picture of this, which indeed is depressing, of being shut up in the dark for always and always and always. To be kind of buried alive in a blackness, where we are blind, deaf and dumb, but somehow still conscious.
She look like she just playing in his hair, actually, not doing it. Just kind of playing in it. Just a couple. He got a little drink in his hand. He got a cigarette. You know what I'm saying? They just lounging. They just chilling. You know what I'm saying? She playing in his hair and shit.
But in the Eastern world, there are different ideas of this. Think of it in this way. Supposing I make two statements. Statement one. After I die, I shall be reborn again as a baby. But I shall forget my former life. Statement two. After I die, a baby will be born. Now, I believe that those two statements are saying exactly the same thing. Is not the end of consciousness. If we think of death as endless darkness, endless nothingness is not only inconceivable, but it's logically absolutely meaningless. Because we aren't able to have any idea, much less sensation of nothing, unless it can be compared with a sensation of something. And therefore, I think what is meant is that the vacuum created by the disappearance of a being, by the disappearance of his memory system, is simply filled by another being who is I, just as you feel you are I. about being I is that you can only experience this I sensation in the singular. You can't experience being 2 or 3 I's all at the same time. Now then, it seems to me that this idea has very important consequences. One is that the disappearance of our memory in death is not really something to be regretted. Of course, everybody wishes to hold forever to the memories and to the people and the situations that he particularly loves. But surely, if we think this through, is that what we actually want? Do we really want to have those we love, however greatly we love them, for always and always and always and always? Isn't it inconceivable that even in a very distant future, we wouldn't get tired of it? And this indeed is the secret of the thing. This is why the demon of impermanence is beneficent. Because it is forgetting about things that renews their wonder. Just think, when you opened your eyes on the world for the first time as a child, how brilliant colors were. What a jewel the sun was. What marvels the stars. How incredibly alive the trees were. That's all because they were new to your eyes. Or in the same way, you know how it is, you've been reading a mystery story. And you're looking around the house, want something to read, you pick up an old mystery story. If you read it years and years ago and you've forgotten all about the plot, it still excites you. But if you remember the plot, it doesn't excite you. And so, by the dispensation of forgetting, the world is constantly renewed. And we are able to see it again and again, and to love again and again, to have people to whom we are deeply attached and deeply fond, always with renewed intensity, and without the contrast of having seen before, always. Another consequence of this is a very curious realization. Who would I be if my mother had married someone else? These are the kind of questions that make us puzzle profoundly about our existence. I might so easily have been born in China and India. Why do I feel that the world is centered in this place, as distinct from some other place? In other words, you jolly well know the world is centered where you are. there is consciousness anywhere, that is I. You then, in a way, look out through all eyes, and that perhaps is the secret of the great virtue of compassion.
When your own inner sense of identity changes from being the separate individual to being what the entire cosmos is doing at this place, you become not a puppet, but more truly and more expressively an individual than ever. Well, now do you see the point? That everybody, if we transfer this to the dimension of spirituality, where the highest ideal is to be unselfish, to let go of oneself, when you are trying to be unselfish, you're doing it for a selfish reason. You can't be unselfish by a decision of the will any more than you can decide not to think of a green elephant. There is a story about Confucius, who one day met Lao Tzu, who was a great Chinese philosopher. And Lao Tzu said, "Sir, what is your system? And Confucius said, it is charity and love of one's neighbor and elimination of self-interest. Lao Tzu said, stuff and nonsense. Your elimination of self is a positive manifestation of self. Look at the universe. The stars keep their order. The trees and plants grow upwards without exception. The waters flow. Be like this. All your nonsense about elimination of self is like beating a drum in search of a fugitive.
When the police arrive on the first floor, the thieves have gone up to the second, and so to the third, and finally out to the roof. And so when the ego is about to be unmasked, it immediately identifies with a higher self. It goes up a level.
Friend who was studying Zen in Japan, and he got pretty desperate to produce the answer of who he really is. And on his way to an interview with the master to give an answer to the problem, he noticed a very common sight in Japan, a big bullfrog sitting around in the garden. And he swooped this bullfrog up in his hand and dropped it in the sleeve of his kimono. And then he went into the master, and to give the answer of who he was, he suddenly produced the bullfrog. And the master said, too intellectual. In other words, this answer is too contrived. It's too much like Zen. You've been reading too many books. It's not the genuine thing.
It all depends on what size canvas you want, but for commissions, my standard size canvas is a 18 by 24 inch canvas, and my starting price is $400. But depending on how complex the piece is, that price may go up, and depending on where you live, you have to pay for the shipping. Well, you always got to pay for the shipping, but depending on where you live will determine how much you have to pay for shipping. Actually, I live in Pennsylvania, so the closer you are to me, the cheaper your shipping will be. The further you're away, you know?
So after a while, you see, what happens is this. The student finds that there is absolutely no way of being his true self. There's also no way of doing it by not doing it. Let me, to make this clearer, put it into Christian terms. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God. Now what are you going to do about that? If you try very hard to love God and you ask yourself, why am I doing this? You find out you're doing it because you want to be on the side of the big battalions. You want to be right. The Lord is the master of the universe, isn't he? If you don't love him, you're going to be in a pretty sad state.
Let me take a break, guys. I'll probably be back on later tonight.